Hey dolls and gents, your girl is back and I am doing a video today on how I customize my lace frontals. This first video is showing you how I pluck the hairline to make it look more natural. I feel like this step is definitely a must if you are making your own wig unit, or if you're installing a lace frontal yourself. You definitely want to, one, bleach the knots on your frontal. You don't necessarily have to do that, but it's going to make it look a lot more natural. There are definitely pros to bleaching the knots on your lace frontal. You will have a natural parting wherever you choose to part the hair, but also when you bleach the knots on a lace frontal, you are weakening that bond of the knot being tied to the lace, which is keeping the hair on the lace, which in time makes your lace frontal shed more quickly. So you definitely have to take care of your lace frontal, especially if you bleach it. If you pluck it, still have to take care of your lace frontal. Another thing, it's a lot easier to pluck your lace frontal after you bleach the knots. The hair will come out like that, but again, you have to be very careful. You don't want to over pluck the frontal and you don't want any balding. Also, I recommend plucking the hair when it's wet. It makes it so much easier. So make sure the hair is wet. Pre-bleach your knots if you want. If you want me to do a video on how I bleach the knots on my lace closures and lace frontals, give your girl a big thumbs up and let me know in the comment section down below. But today I am rocking hair from VIP Beauty. I am rocking their Brazilian Water Wave hair. I have in 4 bundles plus the lace frontal. I have in 28, 26, 24, 22. This hair is low maintenance in terms of the products that you want to use on this hair. You do not need to use barely any products. All you need is a shampoo, a conditioner, and water and leave-in conditioner. So I wash it once a week and I deep condition it once a week. And then I use a water and leave-in conditioner when I feel like the curls need a little bit more moisture. So I do have a coupon code for you guys. I will link it in the description box down below. I will also leave a direct link to these hair extensions so you can check out VIP Beauty. And if you want to see how I tweeze and pluck the hairline on my lace frontals, then definitely stay tuned, guys.
So I like to tweeze my lace frontals on the wig block. So I'm using a wig block. I will link one down below for you guys in case you're interested in one. Also, you're going to need T-pins. This is what's going to keep the lace in place while you're tweezing. You're also going to need a really good pair of tweezers, and you're going to need a fine tooth comb like I'm using right there. Just a rat tail comb, that's fine. That way you can get all the hair when you start tweezing. So what I first like to do is I like to start in the middle, in the center of the hairline, and I like to get rid of a little bit of that bulk in the front. So I like to actually push the hairline back just a tad bit in the center, just because of the way my hairline is set up. If your hairline is not like mine, you don't have to worry about this step. But this particular lace frontal is pretty dense. There are some lace frontals that come pre-plucked, so those lace frontals you don't have to do as much plucking. But this particular one, as you can see, is pretty dense. So we are going to go in and really just tweeze. So honestly, there's really no way that I do it. I just kind of first start off by skipping, I would say ½ millimeter. And this gives a staggered hairline look until I go back in and start moving back into the hairline. But I take more off in the middle than the sides because on the sides of lace frontals, there's not as much space in between that and when the track starts. So you don't want to take off as much on those sides. So please keep that in mind. So I'm only showing you 1/2 so you can see the difference. But I'm still working on the front portion of the hairline. I like to start in the front. I know some people don't like to take off a lot in the front, but I personally do. And I just watch everything. Okay, so now we are moving to the second row, okay? And we're gonna tweeze back. And we're gonna do the exact same thing that we did on the front of the hairline. And as you can see, I have already went in and bleached the knots on my lace frontal, which is why it's very easy for me to tweeze the hair and for them to come out of the lace, but I have not went in and toned yet. So you will see a little bit of brassiness, but once I go in and tone, this hair looks bomb. Like by the time you see my intro and outro, you'll be able to see how it looks on. So this is most definitely a tedious process, but the more lace frontals you pluck, the easier it will get for you. I swear I could do this in my sleep because y'all know I stay tweezing lace frontals because of Custom Units by Makeupd0ll. I make like a few wigs every day, so I'm just like really used to doing it. But now I am actually moving towards the front. I'm tweezing towards the front and also the back portion of that front part of the hair. I'm probably not explaining this well, but you're seeing what I'm doing, and I'm not cutting any parts so you can see the full process. I did speed it up just a little bit, but y'all get the gist of it, right? I hope you do. So I just am moving back and forth until I get the hairline that I want. And because the hair is wet, it's going to look more thin than when it dries. So you also need to keep that in mind if you are going to do it while wet. But I recommend doing it while wet because it's easier to pull the hairs out of the lace. So as you can see, the process is I tweeze a little bit, then I go in with my comb and I make sure I get all that excess hair, because that's how you're going to see how much hair you actually took out. And it's a lot easier to do it in steps rather than over tweeze and then you've messed up your lace frontal, because that is the worst. When I first started wearing lace frontals, I definitely had some over tweezing and you just can't fix it. I mean, you can try to move the hairline back a little bit, but just be like really careful and patient with this. It takes time. And even if you just do a little bit of tweezing, then come back to it later, like that's a lot better than trying to get it over with really quick and messing up your wig. So I think I've talked a lot and explained a lot. I'm going to show you the rest of the process just so you can see like how I ended up tweezing that full side. But yeah, you want to tweeze the front of the hairline first. Once you feel like you've got that good, then you want to part it and then tweeze back and also forward, and then go back and tweeze the front of the hairline again until you get a hairline that you feel looks natural. On the right hand side, you can see what it looks like before you tweeze it. It looks really stark and unnatural, and on the other side you can start to kind of see a more natural hairline with dips, grooves, and different densities. So I highly recommend doing this to your lace frontals.
Thank y'all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give your girl a big thumbs up, and I will be sure to catch you all in my next video. Bye. By the way, if you want to see the makeup tutorial for this look, it is right here. Just click the box and it will take you straight to the tutorial. I know some of you are probably still gonna ask me about a makeup tutorial, even though I have the tutorial right here. So if somebody still asks, can I get a makeup tutorial for that look? Let them know that they didn't watch the whole video. Call them out. Yes, call them out in the comment section. Let's go.